Do you remember that park where we used to play when we were kids? The one with the broken swing and that lake, the color of burnt leaves. There was this woman who used to sit under the willows, feeding the birds. Do you remember her? We used to make fun of her, call her the turban lady, throw rocks at the birds at her feet so they'd scatter and fly away. We'd laugh and feel proud of ourselves. Did you throw rocks like the rest of us? I don't remember now. I like to think that you didn't. I followed you that day after everyone else went home. You walked right up to her, and you bowed deeply, as best you could anyway. You were carrying a huge jar filled with coins. I'm sorry, you said to her. We shouldn't have thrown rocks at you. I could see the surprise in her eyes, even from where I was hiding. And she started to cry. She cried for a long time, and you just stood there with your head bowed, coins jingling in your jar. Thank you, she finally said to you. It's okay, I'm not crying because of you or your friends. Don't worry, it didn't bother me. Maybe it was just to fill the silence, but you told her about that card you've been saving for. We'd all coveted it from the moment the game store put it out for display. But you were the only one with the discipline to save for it. All the loose change from birthdays, mowed lawns, and skipped lunches. That day, you were going to cash it in. She smiled at you as you showed her a cutout from a magazine of the card. I could have seen you blush from a mile away. She called you a good boy, said the was very pretty. It reminded her of the birds that would come to the lake during summer. Those birds, she said to you, they travel thousands of miles through the seasons. They stay for a little while, but afterwards they simply get up and fly away, across oceans, across continents, across the world. Where do they go? You asked her, your eyes wide. Wherever they want. For a moment, I watched the two of you look out, beyond the lake, beyond the park, beyond the horizon, gazing at birds thousands of miles away. One day, I want to grow wings, she said to you, very quietly, and fly away from here, fly as far as I can. I want to fly somewhere where it's warm and safe, where I can just be okay, where everything is alright, where I can be free, where I can't. She hung her head. We're not birds. You can never really leave. Not really. She looked at you, shook her head, and smiled. The store must be closing soon. You should go buy your card. I shadowed you to the store. I watched as you gazed upon that card displayed like a trophy in the window. That look in your eyes. I've spent a long time wondering what you felt in that moment. Because to this day, I've never understood what you did next. Do you remember? You walked, then ran to the train station. You barged into the ticket office, and you came out with a ticket and an empty jar. It took everything in me to keep up with you as you ran back to the park. You were always the fastest kid in school. She was just leaving. You reached out to her, gave her the ticket. Sorry, you said to her. It's not the same as flying. The train can take you pretty far. It's a free distance ticket. Could go anywhere in the country, I think. Cause you said you couldn't leave and stuff. How much did this cost? What about your... You didn't give her time to finish. You were already racing out of the park, bead red. I guess you never saw her face after you left. I watched her, holding the ticket, a wonder in her eyes. What was she thinking, holding that little slip of paper in her hands? Was she thinking of how optimistically futile the gesture was? Did she think of the kindness of a child who couldn't possibly have known what she was going through? Was she in wonder of what could have possessed a child to spend months of his pocket money on a gift for a stranger? Or was she simply thinking of where she would escape to? You and I weren't to know. Your mother was furious. She couldn't fathom how you could have wasted money like that. She lectured and yelled and stamped her feet, annoyed, frustrated at her irresponsible child. What a waste. But your father was quiet. Many years later, on his deathbed, that would be the last thought he'd ever have. He'd known a little of the woman's situation. He would never know what your gesture would have meant to her. His dying thought was one of wonder that he could have raised such a son. We teased you when you arrived the next day, empty-handed, with nothing to show for your miserly penny pinching. You made up some excuse, I don't remember what, shrugged off our questions, our ribbing. I already knew you'd take that secret to your grave. I think of you every now and then. Later that day, the teacher made us write down what we wanted to be when we grew up. I don't remember what I wrote down, but I know what I felt with all my heart. I wanted to be you. I might always be garbage. I might always just be someone who hurts people. But your jar of coins and that little green ticket. One day, I might be able to do something good. To be something good. And that, I guess, is a good enough reason to keep trying. You'll never know that. But you won't ever need to.